Good evening, everybody. Hope you can all hear me fine. Welcome back to Wagon 84 here at Donegal Railway Heritage Centre. Hope you're all keeping well. So who have we got? Hi Anthony, Valley 56, Leslie, John Donahue, Tom Houston, Peter Jackson, Mark from Hemel Model Railway. Hope you're all keeping well. As I say, we're here in the wagon. As all of you know, I'm middle of moving house, so I have no layout at the moment. In fact, I done a live stream earlier on. I don't know if many of you caught it, where I was ripping it up. So I'm in here tonight, so we're going to do paint part of this plaster of Paris, give it a coat of brown, and we're going to do some static grassing, and then depending on whether this dries or not, which it probably won't because it's just above freezing here in Donegal at the moment. I've got my woolly hat on, I've got a fleece on, I've long johns, trying to keep warm. It's not the warmest place to be in a 130 odd year old wagon. It's a bit drafty. Hi David Barnett, you're very welcome here. Clive, Newland Railway, how you doing, sir? So just the one camera for you tonight, because everything I own is in boxes. Sorry, whoops, just trying to get that camera right. That's still not focused in, so I'm just going to give this hillside here that I put in a couple of days ago. I'll just take the camera and show you, so it's just to blend in with the pedigo layout. Normally I would go over this with a plaster wash, but there isn't a chance that anything like that is going to harden and dry in the weather we have at the moment, so I'm just going to put the paint on a bit thicker just to hide any holes, and then I'll be going over it with scatter and static grass anyway. So how is everyone? What's everyone been up to? So this is just some cheap poster paint brown that I got. So I do all my basic painting in. It's base layers. It's cheap. Does the job. It's really just to hide the white of the plaster of Paris if anything breaks through. Hi Bernie, so you popped in there. Hi Kieran, how you doing? Got my broadband in to the new house there during the week. What day is it? Thursday. Of course it's Thursday, you're live. I think it was Tuesday it came. Of course I haven't got time to sit down and watch any YouTube. So I haven't caught up on anybody's videos or what other people are doing. I'm not going to have much time between now and, well, probably Christmas, to be honest. I'll get this on. I do have a little, oops, sorry, shake the camera there. A little blow heater going in here, but it's next to useless in this drafty old wagon. It's really for me to go down and periodically warm my hands. And if I'm a here on camera, you can see that I am not wearing my usual red hoodie, although I am. It is underneath another couple of layers. So I would say this paint will probably take a while to dry. If it's dried tonight, I will put some scatter over it, but I don't think it will be. Right, that's that little bit done. Let me just check the chat, see if I missed anything. Oh, it's Brian popped in as well. Hi Brian, how you doing? Lone Wolf, how you doing, sir? And hello to anyone else who's popped in and I've missed. Oh, Jerry, how you doing? Darren Faulkner, how you doing? Valerie, good to see you. Yes, so if there's any funny noise tonight, it'll probably be my teeth chattering. Right, so we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do this area here with some static grass. I've already got a base layer of scatter down. This is a woodland scenic scatter. I think it's 45 is their number for it. It's just mixed turf, blended turf. So I use that as a base layer. Now I put some static grass on top of it. So I'm going to start with a darker grass. So I'm going to go for 4 mil. Don't tend to use the 2 mil because I use the scatter, and then I put 4 mil on top of it, and then maybe 6 mil on top of that. So let me just delve into my static grass box, see what I got. Right, I don't want 2 mil. Got wild meadow. See which one is best. It's a bit darker than that. Or shall I go for the spring? Definitely don't want the summer because that's 2 mil. Put that away. Yes. So, this is where these Chinese containers come in handy. So I'm going to try a little bit of autumn, see how that looks. So this is WWS 4 mil autumn, and I need their little deboller. So try some of the deboller. Right, so there's the static grass, all debolled, strange word. So, where's my layering spray? Stand by for the noisy rattle can. Give it a good shake. That's what I use. Which I find quite good. as you guys are all here, don't forget to hit the like button for me, please. And get my applicator. Always remember, make sure it's switched off when you put the grass in so you don't shock yourself. There, give it a shake up, let it induce some charge, and I want it over. I'm just going to do a little test piece here, just to see how this static grass looks against the blended turf. So remember, with static grass, ambient conditions can mean a lot as to the way it's going to go on. Less is more. Build up your layers. If you find your grass is not standing up, it can be that your glue's too wet, too much glue, or you've put too much grass on. And just run the hopper over it just to pull it up. And also it can depend on other things like the temperature and the humidity and stuff like that as to how well the static grass goes down. That doesn't actually look too bad. See if I can bring you in for a close-up. How's that looking on the camera? So it doesn't look too bad. Now what I want to do on that is, if you think of grass, the greener stuff is at the bottom. So as it gets lighter, as it gets taller. So I'm going to put a bit of wild meadow in now on top of that and just see how that looks. It's always a good thing when you are doing static grass, just do little tests like this, just see how it looks. And as well as that, remember that unless it's a bowling green, grass isn't uniform in a field. Again, I'm using their debowler here. That'll impress Captain Static. Now, it doesn't always turn out like that to start off with. As I say, there can be all sorts of problems as to why it's not working. You know, like I said, it could be, well, it could be, for a start, battery in your applicator. You need a fresh one in there. Too much glue, too much humidity in the air. You've put it on too thickly. You know, it just doesn't want to play ball. And if it's not working, the best thing to do is just walk away, do something else, and come back to it another day. Hey, oh. Anybody hear that static? Right, so I'll try and leave the camera where it is. Actually, I'm just going to move it before I spray the glue so I don't get glue all over it. camera back, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright, so this is 6mm wild meadow going on. And it's one of the secrets with static grass is to build it up in layers. And just run it over so the charge tracks it up. Yeah, see, that's one of the things there, Peter, about doing a little test to see how well it works, because I say that it depends on the static charge that's in the air itself, how well static grass will work. That's why sometimes you need to have the clip near the hopper, away from the hopper, and that's why you do these little tests to start off with to see which way works best. Like, that doesn't look too bad now. I'm not sure how the camera's picking that up. You can see how you've built it up now. You've got like the darker green lower down and then the lighter sort of dead grass on top. We're almost moved in, Brian. This weekend now will be the last of the stuff. It's all the sort of the garden stuff and that sort of, plant pots, things to be moved. And of course, dismantling my railway, which I started today. Like all the railway items, everything's been moved. It's just a matter of taking up the track and dismantling the actual baseboards, which I done today. Still like Cardboard City? Yeah, very much so. There's a little project I wanted to do next week, because next week I thought we'd all be moved. I can take a bit of time, do something railway orientated. I think, yeah, I'll do this, do that, and then I looked and I thought, oh, the stuff I want is in the box at the bottom of the pile in the furthest corner. I thought, well, I won't be doing that then. How you doing? Hi, how you doing? Good to see you here. Right, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do now is do some more over this side. But what I might do this time is I'll use spring 4mm as a base. I used autumn here, use spring over here, just to give the bit of variation, because you don't want it looking all the same. So I need another tub. So I'm going to empty my hopper. So I've got 6mm in there. I'll try and put the little bags with the tubs so I know what's in them, because otherwise I forget. And I end up with a mix. $4mm dead. So that's 6mm. We could do with another little tub. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use what's in this tub. It seems to be a mixture of stuff. So I'm just going to use that. It's all 4mm. I think it's actually a mixture of spring and summer. A bit of dead grass put into it as well, so I'll give that a go. Yeah, this afternoon I ripped up my tunnel, my embankment. It's now all gone. Hi Christopher, how you doing? And then let it go to charge. Move this over a little bit. I'll just knock some of that over. Right. Let's put some in there. Let's take that over a second. Let's see now, that doesn't seem to be standing up as well. If you look at that, it hasn't stood up as well as the other stuff did. So I'm just gonna put that over. Oh. Hi Darren, how you doing? Charlie, how you doing? Are you back home yet, or are you still traveling? There we go. That's a bit better. Right, so now I'll go back over that with some of the wild meadow. I'm not particularly worried about giving the hopper a good clean out each time, just empty it out. Oh. Oh, you're back home. Yeah, it looked like an epic journey you were on anyway, Charlie. Oh, I probably should have moved that camera. Right, so now we're going over it with Wild Meadow 6mm. Don't want to cover every part of it, because then you end up with it looking uniform, which is what you don't want. So now if I lift the camera up, I'm not sure how well this will pick it up, but you can see now in the grass, I'm sure the camera's picking it up, you can see the different colours, you know how this is, looks dead around here, more green here, dead streak going through here, just makes it look just, you know, a bit more like a real field. I haven't seen Flymo in tonight. Anyone seen Flymo? Is he okay, or is he? There's another stream he's on. Is everything alright with Flymo? Because as I say, I've been out of the loop for a couple of weeks. Oh. Right, so I'll carry on now. Just do over here. So again, find the, let's see what other colors I've got. So I used the autumn, I used the spring. I must have some summer here somewhere. Oh, let's get to that stage where I can't actually feel my feet. Autumn. No, I only have summer in 2 mil. Rod meadow, dead, patchy. Right, so what I will do now is right, I'll do spring, because that was sort of, that was autumn, spring, so yeah, we'll do spring over here again. Little bits in that, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Right, so we're going for spring. It's only the moderators that can put links up, Darren. That's why I was saying, if, well, we've got Peters and Charlie are mods. They can put up links to people's channels. And I think Bernie is as well. Flymo is usually the top mod that's here that takes care of everything. Right, so this is spring, 4 mil. Oh, I thought I made you a moderator, Bernie. Alright, I'll have to fix that some other day. I can't do it at the moment. Right. I'm going to move the camera back. Don't get too much glue on it. And looking forward to going to Worley because I need to pick up some more of this layering spray. So I'm going to try and do a larger area now. Well, I don't have to be worried about being in a ventilated area in this wagon. You know, make sure you cover stuff that you don't want static grass to get onto, like the track and Anthony and Leslie, yeah, they're moderators. Well, I'm looking forward to Worley. I think I need to get myself one of those detailing static grass so I can get right into the corners. Again, that hasn't stood up very well, but hopefully that'll act as a basing layer. So when I put the 6mm on, that will stand on that. Yeah, it's pretty flat. So mysteries of static grass. Of course, this was a different grass. I didn't use this one already, did I? Now we'll move on to the Wild Meadow 6mm. Ah, Flymo, there he is. I must have said his name 3 times and he appeared. Hi Carl, how you doing? Jerry, whatever do you mean? Alright, so layering spray on again. And here, say we've got the 6mm Wild Meadow. Again, I don't want to cover it uniformly because it won't look right. And you can see the 6mm has stood up better on the back of the 4mm spring. Okay, Flymo, you're not stopping, that's okay. I hope you're okay and not under the weather. Yeah, the static grass is a bit of a game changer. It does really bring it to life when it works. if I lift the camera up there now to give you an aerial shot, shall we? If you can see there where I've layered it and used different colours, how it looks more natural. And of course what we can do now is we can, in the middle of that, we can stick some grass tufts with flowers on it. We can use some of the colour scatter to create flowers. I'm not going to do that yet. Excuse me. Because I'm going to put a church here and I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. So once I put the church in, then I can add the trees, a path, and see where the flowers and everything are going to go. Okay, Charlie, catch you again. No, that's no problem, Flymo. You take care, look after yourself. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're nice and warm, Carl. I'm in a 130-year-old wagon, freezing me butt off. I can't feel my feet anymore. Right, so that's a little bit of static grassing done there. I don't want to do too much more than that for the moment. So I just need to make sure I put stuff away, labelled, so when I pull it out I know what's what. Hi Ewan, how you doing? Yeah, so in summary of static grass, do a little test patch, see what works best. I'd say it depends on if you've got too much glue on there, if you haven't got the applicator with a good charged battery in it, if you're not using the right glue. It can depend on ambient conditions as well, like what the weather's like, and you know, because there's some days it just won't work. And you're better off, still get frustrated with it, walk away, try it another day, and you'll find, oh, it's working today. So that's a little bit of static grassing done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some scatter down, not on the bit I just painted because that's not dry, but on the area in front of it. Give it a little bit of a brush off. Right, so I'm just going to this area here, put some PVA on it, and put some scatter on as the base layer. So I will stick the camera up here. So none of you are getting travel sick watching the camera bounce around the place. Right, what's that sort of angle like? Here we go. Are there any more videos on the County Donegal Railway? Well, most of the footage that we have on the railways is done, is out there. There will be updates from the centre here and everything. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, but as most people know, I'm moving house at the moment, so I'm pretty tied up with that, which is why videos are pretty thin on the ground at the moment. Yeah, we all started small. I remember when I got to 100 subs, I thought, wow. And now I've got to over 2,000. And it was like, how did that happen? This is just cheap PVA. And just use a brush just to spread it around. Again, using cheap brushes from, I got these in Lidl. You can pick up brushes to do this sort of thing from anywhere. Any pound store or dollar stores if you're in the States. The Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. What's the other place I went? Oh, Five Below. I visited when I was in Florida. Because my kids had heard about it and they said, oh, we gotta go to this place. They do all sorts of things. Yeah, the usual. You come out with an armful of junk. But these stores are quite good for paintbrushes, for cheap glue, spray cans I find for paint for doing base coats. Hi Tim, how you doing? Remy Wellington, how are you doing? Right, so this is just blended turf, woodland scenic. I use this as my base layer. You just put the glue down, scatter it on, leave it to dry, and then come back with a vacuum with a stocking over it, vacuum up the excess, and reuse. Now, normally when I do the edges, I have a bit of masking tape along the edge, but again, that's in a box somewhere. I think most of my life at the moment. But I'm sure by the new year, I'll be settled in the new house. It'll all be sorted. Starting on the attic conversion. Hope get my first baseboard down in 6 months' time. Just trying to see if I've got a picture of oh, well, that's coming up. My naked layout. Remember, anybody who recognised my layout, that was the corner that had the tunnels and everything in it. Gone. Right, let's have a look at chat, see what's going on. Yeah, you're quite right there, Jerry. I have the list to get through first. There's curtain poles to go up, bookshelves to put up, pictures to be hung. Thankfully, there's no bedrooms or anything that need painting, because I hate painting. Everything's pretty much up together. Okay, catch you later then, Bernie. Bernie will be going live at 8:30, so after I finish here, everyone can hop over to his channel. Hopefully I'll get cleaned up here and get home and catch up with you guys about 9 o'clock on his channel. Do I see someone else pop in there? Leamington Station, how you doing? Graham, isn't it? Or is it Andrew? I can never remember. Anybody who's going to Worley, I'll be there. It'd be great to meet you. Come up and say hi. It'll be easy to spot. Be going around in a big red hoodie. Yeah, I seen that. I seen they're releasing the Genesis coaches in an Irish livery. 33 quid a coach, I think it is. Oh, you'll be there, will you, Brian? Right, I'll have to find you and follow you and step in front of you whenever you go to a stand. As I say, I'll be on the Inver layout sometimes, so you'll be able to find me there. I haven't even looked at for the plan and stuff like that of where everything is yet. So that's why, because I've been asked to help man that, which I'll be doing. So you'll be able to find me there. If not, you'll find me wandering around with a red top on. My daughter will be with me. She'll also be wearing exactly the same top. So if you find her, go up to her and just say, "Hi, Donegal daughter," because she'll just love that. Take all this up. Need to leave this tidy because they will have it open for visitors tomorrow. Not that we get too many this time of year, but actually been surprised by the amount of people that have actually been coming through the door. So I'll show the staff that I have been in doing something. Or else they probably won't even notice. Model Railway Fantasia, Mark, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I won't be hanging around here tonight in the museum because it is Baltic. It's got to be below freezing now. Docket. Locked up and away. Right, so I'll spin the camera around so you can see what we achieved tonight. So we got static grass done around there. And I will do some more, because I want to ballast this track first before I go up any closer. And then do this. I'm probably holding it a bit too close there. So I want to ballast this track before I go any closer with the static grass and do this area. Just put some scatter down on this, leave that to dry, come back in a couple of days with a vacuum and a sock and vacuum off the excess, and put some scatter over that when that dries. So this is all starting to come together. And then a couple of weeks ago there I done the rock face, and I need to do a bit of static grass on that as well. And then that's more or less this side complete then. Hi Dinmore, how you doing? There usually is something up sort of week beforehand, isn't there? Well, you see, we've been going, what, 50 minutes, and we've managed to get that done in 50 minutes. And if I wasn't talking and showing you guys, probably would have get more than that done. So it just shows you what you can do if you've got a spare half an hour or something. You can nip up it into your out to your layout and do a quick bit of work. Oh yeah, it's starting to get foggy outside. It's getting cold. Well, I'm going to call it a day there, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, because I need to go and defrost my feet and pack everything up and lock the museum up and get out of here. So everyone head over to Bernie's stream. He's be starting at 8:30, and hopefully I'll be home by 9, and I'll catch you guys if you're there. But thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for watching. Say the next few lives will probably be here from the museum because I have no layout at home anymore. So plenty of work to be done on this. Next week we might just do the ballasting. I'll use the ballast vacuum that I have. Show you how that works. I've done videos on it before. Do that. Blending in more scenery. I've got a signal to put in, and also I have another DC shuttle to put in with point control. So that'll all be coming over the next couple of weeks. So take care, everyone. I will catch you all next week. Or I'll be excited because the following day I'll be flying off to Worley. So take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week.